From the moment a child enters the world, images, even very basic ones, begin to stream into their world. The first, perhaps, the face of mom, later, the home, and the various objects they are surrounded by, often pointed out and labeled by mom, such as, here is your soft blanket, your big lion, your scary spider, and the like. As children develop and grow, their world is filled with images of bookshelves, books, magazines, colorful book covers, letters, banners, posters, and the like. However, this is not the case for the young blind child, especially for those in rural areas for whom books are often inaccessible. For the child who is blind, their mother must develop their other senses through stimulation and playing from as early an age as possible. This may be done through touch, smell, sound, and taste, and labeling these experiences for the child. However, in cases where stimulation and playing does not take place, objects such as wild animals, different shapes of vehicles, sizes of shoes, different kinds of shoes, and the like, remain abstraction even up until adulthood, unless experienced by way of the sense of touch and the labeling of an object by the teacher, parent, or caregiver. We use tactile picture and storybooks to make reading fun and create an exciting reading experience, and prepare children for reading Braille and tactile graphics for later years. But what is a tactile picture storybook? A tactile picture book contains Braille, large print, and a picture in relief made out of many different materials, soft, hard, rough, smooth, and all kinds of interesting features such as beads and buttons and lace and the like. Any safe material may be used, but is dictated to by availability. How to use tactile books for children. Seat the child at a table or desk that is comfortable for the young child, not too high, not too low. Encourage the child to touch the book with both hands, as two-handedness is extremely important when learning to read Braille efficiently. Assist the child to place the book in front of them, encouraging them to turn the pages and to touch the Braille, even though they cannot read the text yet. Exposure to Braille from as early an age as is possible is part of laying a sound foundation for achieving literacy in the young blind child. Focus on features that stand out, such as the mane of a lion, the ears and whiskers and straight tail of a cat, the shoals of a fish, or its distinctive tail. These may guide the child to recognize the object. Do not ever test the child and ask what it is they are touching, as this may frighten and overwhelm the child. Remember, reading is a positive experience always and must be fun. Learning is fun. Encourage the child to work through the book until the end. This is a great opportunity for the teacher to encourage the child and engage them in the reading experience through the asking of questions and giving them tasks such as find the top of the page, find the bottom of the page, find the left of the page, and so on. It is very important to allow the child to choose which book they want to read next, as this allows autonomy and development in choosing books and reading. How tactile picture books are put together and made. The picture is drawn and suitable material for the picture is selected, sometimes dictated to by availability. Examples may be woolly material to represent a sheep, a furry material when creating a cat, often with a ribbon and tiny bell around the neck of the cat as an additional guide for the child. There are standards for the creation of tactile picture books and graphics, governed by the International Council on English Braille, or ICEB. These standards are simplicity. A tactile picture should never contain too much detail, as that will confuse the child and not assist in recognizing the picture. Also, reading must never be overwhelming, and the child should experience touching the picture as positive. It is important to remember that not all objects will be meaningful and perceived easily as tactile pictures. The size of the picture. The picture must not be too big for tiny, tiny hands. This will also overwhelm the child. The book must not be too big. Safety. Materials such as certain paints and kinds of plastic must be avoided, as little ones may sometimes place objects in their mouth. Objects such as buttons, laces, beads, and the like must be sewn and glued on securely. A warning is placed on the book to advise the teacher to supervise the child when reading the book. Stimulating. Reading and learning is positive and must always be fun. The text is short and exciting and fun. Bright colors may be used for children with residual vision, known as low vision children. If made out of cloth, interesting textures may be used to create the pages and pictures, and buttons and beads may also be used. The length of the story. The story with a picture is always simple and short to prevent young minds from wandering off. Have fun reading with your young reader and future leader.